Hello once again, this is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and as part of the Rankin Technical College AWD1111 class for the fall 2020 semester at Rankin, I've been going through a series of video presentations based on the textbook we're using for the class, that book being Get Programming with Node.js by Jonathan Wexler, a Manning publication. I am right near the end of Unit 2, Lesson 12, and I'm on Section 12.6, passing content to the views. So we're going over the capstone project. This is our second iteration of the Confetti Cuisine project. As it says, Confetti Cuisine often modifies its course listings, so the application is better off not showing these on a static web page. All right. For this app, we need to display an array of course offerings as a JavaScript object. So we're going to add this array to our home controller file. This has our current courses, the title of the course, and the cost. So first let's grab this, copy it, go over to our home controller. Sorry, I've got way too much stuff open here. So. Looks like I don't even have the home controller open, so let's open that. All right. Don't see any reason why we can't put that down here. All right. And actually, we should probably pretty this up even more than it is. So let's see. Let's just take everything and tab all of it over one more time. That looks a little nicer. All right. Then finally, underneath that, we want to add show courses, which is going to render the courses array or pass it as it says there to the view. To benefit from this feature, we need to add some EJS and HTML to loop through the offered courses in the courses.ejs file and print the relevant content. So let's save this first. And then again, as it said, we want to go into the courses.ejs. Just currently empty. We're going to put that in there. So let's take a look at what we have. All right, in H1 tag, it's got the offered courses. Then we're going to loop through, and we're going to take the course title for each course and put it into an H5 tag. And then in the span tag, we're going to put the cost for each course. Now, what I don't get is it says that the page is now going to look like this, and I know it's not. How's that? So if I go back here, put in courses, we're going to get an error. Okay. I should anticipate that things won't go as planned. It's always smart to prepare for certain errors and handle them accordingly. Soon, when this array of courses is replaced by contents from a persistent database, we will no longer need to make any code changes to update the course listing. So, and that gets us to the last section of the chapter, 12.7. An application handling most expected outcomes ensures a fairly consistent and good experience for all users. I know from my application maybe missing some logic, and I prefer to send my own error messages to my client when these errors occur. For error handling, we'll create an error controller, which we already did, to store what's in here. The first function handles all requests not previously handled, which fits the category of the URLs visited without an active route, results in a 404 error. The last one will handle any internal server error. So right now our blank error, error dot, where is it? It is. Then we must add the routes to correspond to these functions. We'll add the routes in listing 12.12 to main.js to trigger the functions in the error controller if no preceding routes are found. Again, these will be in our app used, but we'll make sure they're at the bottom. There it is. All right. So the author says, I need to require this controller by adding const error controller equal require this at the top of the main.js file, just the same way that we added the home controller. Now the application is ready to handle errors such as the one shown right there. We grab this. That added that. So throughout this project, we redefined the node.js project structure to fit a web framework. We used npm to install 3 external packages. Then we rebuilt the main application using Express. We set up new routes using the Express.js keywords. We use layouts with EJS. Using EJS's static library, we set up static assets to be served to the client through the public folder. Finally, we added the main project application and set that up to be served dynamically with views. and we added error handling. In the next section, we will bring in databases to the equation. Now, before I do that, though, I'm going to go back and I'm going to see what the author put in his copy that I don't have in mine, and then I'm going to meld the two together so that I'll be able to provide that information for you. Thanks.